Day 3, the response. For some days I mourned and fasted and prayed before the God of heaven. Nehemiah 1:4. I not only live each endless day in grief, but live each day thinking about living each day in grief. C.S. Lewis. Money is like love. It kills slowly and painfully the one who withholds it, and enlivens the other who turns it on his fellow man. Khalil Gibran. After weeping, he prayed. Not a familiar prayer that we might pray, "Oh Lord, please get me out of this financial jam I'm in. I promise I'll never flip real estate again or gamble." No. Or no, Nehemiah mourned and fasted and prayed. This could do it for many people. It is the response of a truly broken heart. David reveals this in Psalm 51:17. A broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart, O God, you will not despise. You see, we must be as broken as Nehemiah and surrender our financial situation to the Creator of the universe, and in complete humility, state by our actions that the financial decisions we have made will continue no longer. Through mourning and fasting and great persistent prayer, He will meet us, draw us near, and will begin the healing. It only took me one night in a cell with the Wendy's murderer to bring me to the truth of Nehemiah's prayer. Unlike Nehemiah, my pain was self-inflicted. I chased the God of money and the pleasures that could be purchased. That ever-elusive hunger of my impoverished soul was my biggest secret, which was now revealed. The Wendy's murderer and I prayed desperate and sincere prayers that night. I remember walking into the jail cell and being warned with a laugh about who my cellmate was going to be. Little did I know, he had been found guilty the day I became his solitary confinement buddy. What was similar in our crying out to God was that we both wanted to go back in time, get out of jail, and somehow forget the nightmare of our actions. It was the classic jailhouse prayer. I prayed it, and so do most others in my position. I knew this. My soul was bankrupt. My prayers moved from the sincere, humble, heart-wrenching "God rescue me" prayer to a deeper communion and communication with God, which resulted in a face-to-face encounter that led to a subsequent "it is well with my soul" prayer. In 1873, Horatio Spafford wrote those lyrics after losing his 4 children and nearly his wife in a shipwreck. Even with great pain, his heart trusted and connected with God. That became my prayer and my hope, even though my pain was self-inflicted and far less compared to the loss of the precious lives of loved ones. Nonetheless, I was alone, without human hope for the future. I had wounded and embarrassed my family. Now I feared for my life in a cell with a murderer. All of my dreams had crashed and burned, and all I could think about was, now I am the cellmate of a triple murderer who was found guilty this very day. God knew I was a bruised reed and a smoldering wick, and I was at the crossroads of my young life. In the words of the prophet Isaiah, who was not unaccustomed to difficult times himself, a bruised reed he will not break, and a smoldering wick he will not snuff out. Nehemiah chose to take the path less traveled. It was not his fight, not his life that was at stake. Maybe you feel that way today. You are successful, without financial woe at this moment, and you hope to keep it that way. This book will help you upgrade your dream, secure it, memorialize it, and pass on a legacy of the life that is truly life to your heirs or those who come after you. You may be used to save someone's financial life, or his or her marriage, or perhaps even his or her physical life. God is not looking for superstars or home run hitters or investors with a Midas touch. He's looking for faithful followers. I know it sounds too easy, but what do you have to lose? 52 days of doing it God's way, as modeled by Nehemiah. If you never try it, you will always wonder what would have happened if you had. That is the life of regret. In this case, it is a life of eternal regret. because the financial decisions you make today will affect not only your lifetime and the ones you love, but will affect eternity. This adds a whole new layer of urgency and seriousness to this plea for your life. It is not just about your finances.